And here with Kayley Bane, the state champion, Wyoming East Lady Warriors. Kayley, first of all, how long have you guys been going at it here and you're prepping for this season to hopefully repeat?
We started out lifting a couple weeks after season, and then we just got into drills and worked and worked. And so far, with the new girls, we've come a long way.
When you say a long way, there are a lot of new girls out on the floor working with you guys, and some girls not back. Some girls, obviously, with Skylar, she graduated. Abby Russell, everybody probably knows by now, suffered a knee injury. Probably won't be there this season. What's it like with these new girls?
We have big shoes to fill, and between me, Maddie, and Hannah, somebody's going to have to step up, and I'm going to be that person. I got to be there mentally. I have to be there for my team. I have to make these new girls tougher to know what it's like to actually play in a real game.
You said that you want to be a leader for this team. What have you done this summer to kind of start taking control of things and become that leader you want to be?
Not only have I gone up in weight, I've done things for myself, but I feel like I've put more confidence in some players, and these new girls that are coming in, I have talked to them like personally, like one-on-one without anybody else, and I'm just there for them. I'm like, hey, it's all right to mess up. We all do. We're all in your spot at one point, and if they mess up out in the court, I just pat them on the butt and say, let's go.
If everybody that could have come back and Abby Russell wasn't hurt, you feel like you'd still be a leader of this team?
I do.
But for what reason? I mean, why do you think it's incumbent upon you to become the leader?
It's never really drawn upon one person. It's just who wants it and who can be more vocal with people or not. And Hannah's got that, Abby's got that, and Maddie's got that. But I think I can be more of an influence on certain people because I understand, because I was at that one point where I did not have any confidence at all.
Who was the person for you that gave you confidence? Is that the same person you kind of look to and say, that's the kind of leader I want to be, or was it someone else?
At first, it was Gabby whenever I was in
Gabby Lucard.
Yeah, Abby. AAU, like during the summer. And then last year it was Sky. And as much as she was hard on me, she pushed me, and she would get in my head, but it was for the better. She would push me to become the better player.
Do you see yourself being that type of person that would lower the boom on your teammates, so to speak, if you have to, or encourage them if they need that? It's almost like you need to be a psychoanalyst, sort of, for who you can get on and who you can't.
Yeah, but there's certain ways to do it, and I can do it, and I think I can do it in a nice way, but if I have to, I will definitely, I'm not going to embarrass them in front of everybody. I would talk to them one-on-one.
Is that kind of the way it was done with you, with the older girls? Is
Yes.
that how they told you what you have to do? Or
Yeah.
was it about game situations, or was it about, what was the one lesson they gave you that made you get the confidence you could play at this level?
It was all aspects of it. It was the game, it was practice, it was our friendship, it was becoming the family that we have. It built my confidence to where I could be comfortable around them, and if I made a mistake, I knew it was going to be okay, that I could just make up for it the next play.
What was it like being on the floor winning that state championship after you realized you'd won it, even though you only played 13 games?
It was unreal. Like, I was in shock. I didn't know what had happened at first. The first thing I knew to do was just run out and hug my teammates, and I saw Sarah. She was just there by herself, and I was like, I went over and hugged her. There's a video. I picked her up and brought her over to Sky and the whole team. I was like, we really did this. We worked so hard. We worked for 3 years for this, and we finally got it.
You worked with a lot of these girls, the 15 team that won the state championship. Did you work a lot with them too?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of lessons did you get from that, playing against older girls?
When
you were in middle school, just starting middle school.
It was intimidating at first. It was scary. I thought I was never gonna be good compared to them, but they pushed me. They made me tougher than I thought I would ever be. They made me realize that I can handle the ball in tough situations. They made me realize I can shoot the ball. They just gave me all aspects of what I can do.
Two more questions. One is, does this team have what it takes to repeat, or how much work do you think has to be done before you can get to that point? Because you know what a state championship team, you know what it entails now.
It's going to take a lot of work, but I think we can do it.
What does it mean to you to be a part of this Wyoming East Girls program? I mean, it's probably one of the more known programs in the state just because of what the program's accomplished the last 10 years. What's it mean to you to be a part of it?
We're going to be chased after this year, and being a part of this program means the world to me. The friendships that I've built, the family that I have built, just knowing that I always have a home to come back to if I ever go away after I graduate, that this was my home high school, that this was where I became me.
Have you talked, being a leader, to Abby Russell about her season, the fact that she might not get to play, but I know she wants to come back?
I have. I've talked to her before the injury. I've talked to her before it, and that she can become the leader, that her and I both could. Because honestly, Sky and Sarah were the leaders. There can be two. There doesn't have to be one. And after the injury, she was heartbroken. She was crushed, and she just needed that pick me up, and I gave that to her. I talked to her. We, a few of us, carried on the legacy that we've done for the past few years. We made her a gift basket, and we took it to her just to keep her hopes up, and that we know she can do it.
One more. Scoring-wise, rebounding-wise, what do you have to do now that you know what the makeup of this team is going to be? What do you have to do now to make this team a winner again?
I have to step up my game a lot. Last year, I averaged like 6 points a game, and I need to do better than that. I need to average at least 10. I need to get every rebound. I need to just see the floor.
All right, Kayley, I appreciate the time, and good luck this season.